about a week after the tour, it was time for me to leave. I was done with high school, and it was time for me to move up to Bismarck for college. And it was really one heck of an experience. I mean, it was almost like being born again, but you knew how to walk already. Everything was new. Everything was really exciting. I ended up moving in with Levi Kilzer for a while, and I remember we actually sacrificed one of our rooms and turned it into basically a jam room, a creative room. It's just where all of our instruments and everything went, where we could just go and just play and create, and had a lot of fun.
All right, here we are. We are having a crazy techno party, and it's pretty interesting. Hold on. So, what do you think of these Techno Tuesday parties?
They get pretty wild, man.
This looks ridiculous.
Well, this is about as dark as it'll get to, and you can still see it, so.
Oh, yeah.
People upstairs look pretty fun.
The first ever experience of the creature known as Joel Janikowski was a harmonizing session between him and the one they called Levi Kilzer. It was just gave me goosebumps, and it was a real inspiration that there's good music in local towns and small towns. And I remember exactly now. It just like ping-ponged in my head like how we met. And when I first met Levi had a twin sister who had a boyfriend who he kept talking up, and who wanted to meet me more and more because Levi had talked me up more and more. And the more Joel wanted to meet me, the less I wanted to meet him. So every chance I had, I avoided meeting him because I just don't like people that like to meet me. And finally one day it came about that we ended up meeting each other, and it was just laughs after laughs after laughs. And I mean, us three together, me, Levi, and Joel, just had great times. They sang and I told jokes, and eventually they pursued me and propelled me to go on stage and tell jokes for the first time.
But they do catch a lot of infomercials. You see like Girls Gone Wild, woo, party! Guys Gone Wild, that one's weird. You see, what's the other one? Mr. Juicer. I haven't seen that one in a while, but it's on there. Latest product from Bronco. I don't know if you guys know him. But one of my favorites has to be Billy Mays. Yes! The OxyClean guy. One of the most intense salesmen I have ever met. He has veins in places most people wish they had veins. You find some amazing stuff though. Have you seen Mighty Putty? You can mold it, you can stretch it, sand it, stick it on a limb, reattach a limb. Beautiful. Get rid of cysts, warts, whatever you want.
Sean truly taught me the value of a joke, and really made me truly see that there's more than just music and design out there for art. I mean, it's really living and breathing on a lot of things. And after, all of us performing at the last Mott show, I started working on my third album, and also a redo of my first album, Unseen Visions. And when I was working on my third album, I wanted to do something totally different, something that I've never heard before. I wanted to really go against all rules. I wanted it to be just a freedom of expression. I wanted it to be something completely refreshing, something that you could escape to, something that you could fully immerse yourself into and get something out of it. So I worked on that for about 5 months. And during those 5 months, I was also part of 2 other groups. I was a part of a group called In Defense of a Marionette, which is now known as the Cascade Sun. And then also part of a group called Stuff and Such, which both of those taught me 2 very important things. That you can actually enjoy the creative process without being the one who's taking the reins. That you can actually just sit back and enjoy the ride and just jump on for the fun. And that you can just play music, that you can just jam out to a tune and just enjoy that. It doesn't have to be deep. It doesn't even have to be a created song. That music can just be music, that it can just be an experience. About a month before releasing both albums, finishing Now Here Nowhere, and then redoing Unseen Visions, and then working with both bands, I realized that I'd put too much on my plate. I was pushing myself way too hard. A lot of nights pushing myself to the point where sleep deprivation was just a normal thing. And I remember the last night of recording, after I recorded the last song and just kind of listened to the whole album in itself, I remember starting to hallucinate and see things, and it's really started to take a toll on me. And that's when I realized, it was time to take a break for a while. I had done 3 albums in 3 years, been in 3 different bands, and I needed to just take a break and focus on school and just let my brain rest for a little while.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna lie. First time I met Joel, I did not like him. I was working at a grocery store that time, and he was one of the newbies that came in, and I don't know, he was just very friendly and smiling, and he shook my hand real officially. And I was like, what kind of pompous guy is this? Oh, you're going to just come up to me? I don't even know you and shake my hand? So, no, I don't know. For some reason, I got a weird vibe from him. And, but I'm glad it didn't last. And just kind of after that, we were pretty good friends. Just really got along. It was like my significant other in a man's body. So the tension's been unbearable. we've Vegas, here we come.
Doop, 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 ba doop. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Happy holidays!
No, we just get along so well, and we became friends pretty much instantly. He invited me one time to the show he was playing at, and I wasn't planning on going originally because he's new and I don't know him very well, so I was like, whatever. And just kind of a spur of the moment thing, I just decided to go, and I went there, and tore me apart, kind of not even joking, just seeing him play was very emotional, and that's what I love is artist that gives his heart to his trade. So that instantly hooked me, and it was right after that show I ended up running into Jimmy Geffro, and I was telling him, I was like, this guy's got some hardcore talent, and you guys would be together, like you would play together so well. Because they're very different, but it's complementary of each other. And I was like, and I kind of played drums too, so if I could maybe be with you, it'd be okay. But yeah, and I really didn't think it was gonna work out. I thought maybe egos would collide or something, or we just wouldn't get along altogether or something. And no, shortly after that we did form a band, and that was Kaleidoscope Nights.
Around the end of October, we formed and started playing shows, and that was the most fun that I've had, and I really wouldn't know how else to describe it. It was great.
Hey, what's up? I just like to mention I just saw lightning. Did you see lightning? Yeah, and I'm hearing more thunder. This is Joel here being very precarious because he's afraid of lightning. It's more like I don't want to die. Yeah. I think we're waiting for hail so Nick can actually go home! You know what? Nothing short of flaming hail will we go home, Joel. That's the steps.
Our ecosystem right now, and how bad the toxic oil, it could be evaporate up into the air, travel over to North Dakota, be gas, like all the oil, and catch on fire on the way down to the ground. It would work.
This was going to be a nice little video. I wanted people to see how the set is, but now that they know what kind of a real person you are, Joel.
I hate you, Nick.
We had so much fun, and we tried a lot of different things, and again we just had a lot of fun and really enjoyed it, and it was really nice being a part of a group that they were so passionate about it like I was, and I don't know, like I would never take that opportunity back. It was phenomenal, but as time went on, things didn't really work out, due to my priorities and, just understanding of things. And we pretty much just kind of finished things out. But I'll never regret being in that group. I've never had so much fun. And I've never experienced anything like that.